I will not be eating the entire podcast, by the way. So
Hey, you think this is a some sort of a good
Professional.
podcast? You're sadly mistaken. It's that time again. Time for the all-new Culture Cast, which begins right now. All right, welcome back everyone to the all-new Culture Cast. I'm your host Nick, and with me tonight is of course
reporting live from the graveyard, the Gorehound. Yeah, 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 yeah.
and
Cousin Charles.
We caught none of it. We caught none of it. You were on mute. It was
we heard
so
No
your name,
quiet.
way.
but you're trying to pop your lid.
Yeah.
And it was on, I think it was on the opposite side of your mic, so the audio did not pick up.
Oh no. I thought it would still pick it up. I thought it's like 360. Oh no. Well, that's why we're a video podcast, so you can see my
The
attempt.
fails.
Yeah.
Was that a thing you came up with, or were you referencing another relatively popular podcast who does the exact same thing?
Um I'll be honest, you were kind of cutting in and out, so I didn't catch what you said.
Oh, man, we're just like firing all aces tonight, aren't we?
I'm here. I
Mhm.
got my popcorn. I'm here watching the show.
Well, someone is. Speaking of people watching the show, I should give a shout out to someone. So I've been
Is somebody
re-upload
trolling us?
I don't well, too early to tell. But I've been re-uploading all of our old episodes onto YouTube, and I finally, by the time this episode goes out, all of our old stuff, everything's now on YouTube. It's all there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now we
And
got to go to Rumble. Rumble is where it's at.
what's Rumble?
It's the conservative YouTube.
Oh,
I thought
oh,
Rumble was like more conservative Twitter.
it's all the same
Yeah.
thing. Who cares? But anyway, what I'm trying to say is we have like a groupie or something. Um, unless it's you, Gorehound. I don't know. It's now that I'm
No, is
reading the
there
name.
666 in the username?
No.
I don't know if
So
they're real.
we have a shout out to our like regular commenter. I don't know if they're actually listening to anything, but Kyle Coolin dash K90. Thanks for
Okay.
listening. So yay.
I, that's probably like a bot account based out of like Bangladesh or something.
I don't know. It might be, but if it's a bot account, would they be commenting on like random videos in the same channel? I don't know. I don't know how those work, but I will take it. So thank you.
They get a free shirt once we send our design to the printers.
Yeah, yeah.
The
We have to
shirt
come up
should.
with a design too. So yeah, so good on that. Good on that. But anyway, gents, yeah. So we're all YouTube ready to go. So we could. This is a. Oh God, I know I only blame myself for this. Not blame myself, but I'm the
I
only one
blame
who.
you.
Yeah, I'm the one
Mhm.
who can like. But like this was like a super long undertaking. Easy, just super long undertaking. Oh, what the hell? We got a copyright claim on our cryptids episode. Oh wait, I think I know why.
Are
Never
Wow.
mind.
What
we in host
copyright?
chat right now?
What?
Are we in host chat?
What's host
What
chat?
are we doing? Why are we here tonight? What are we
Why are
talking
we here?
about?
Yeah, I guess we should get on
Why are
that.
any of us here?
Yeah. Well, based on Cuz's festive attire and ability to make Christmas lights appear where neither Gorehound or I can for some reason, we're talking about it's Christmas time here, and we're at the all new Culture Cast. We enjoy a good Christmas, and uh,
We're going to
Cuz
complain about a bad one, but
Cuz came up with the idea, despite the fact he forgot multiple times,
I
about
cannot. I love this guy. He is the best.
coming up with like talk about like maybe some of our um old Christmas traditions that we had growing up, some of the weird ones or normal ones, or maybe weird to others, depending on how you wanted to view it. I just thought it'd be fun, and kind of going off that, it might be fun just to reminisce about some old Christmas stuff because I don't know about you guys. Christmas is one of my favorite times of the year. I love the holiday season, getting together with family and friends and all of that. And I got some fond memories of my youth of Christmas time. Um, 'Cause I mean,
Mhm.
Gorehound, you're a bit at a disadvantage because Cuz and I have like some probably overlapping things when it
Yeah,
comes to
you
that
guys have a
Christmas
few more
time.
years on me, being the
Yeah.
whole familial situation.
Yeah. Sorry,
But
Gorehound.
but we could we'll see where the conversation takes us and go from there. But before we go too far, Gorehound, do you have a man crush?
Man crush.
Yeah, it's gonna be the love of my life, Joe Bob Briggs.
How
Yeah,
many weeks running is it? How many weeks running has he been
This
the
is
man
like
crush of the
three for
week?
three,
he
three
does
for
not
three.
he does not beat Kev from Shameless, who held the record for I think it was 2.5 years, I think straight.
Does he?
Um,
I don't recall that. And hey, we could easily go and check those old episodes.
yeah, ask Copilot to do it.
Or Grok?
So what? Why this week, Joe Bob Briggs?
Oh, yeah, because my Shudder subscription canceled. We are no longer in Halloween. Um,
It's always Halloween. Halloween's not a time of year; it's a state of mind.
Amen. And so
Mhm.
I decided to cancel it, just because I wasn't given its due diligence. And I saw that he was hosting a live, Joe Bob's Cold Cruel Christmas. And he does them live, and I caught him live, and it
Oh
was
yeah,
pretty cool to be watching something in sync with somebody else. I watched, it started at 7 and went until like 1:30, and
my
I
goodness.
watched most of it. So yeah, really enjoyable. I think I'm a lifetime Shutter subscriber.
Even though you just canceled it,
Yeah.
Like I don't think I'll be picking it up every month, but like
uh, being
I'll
as is basis.
yeah, I'll drop 15 bones a month on it, because
What are
it's got a lot of content. Any movie that I wanted to watch, it was there. And it was really nice. Like no ads.
I should give that a go sometime. Shudder, like
Yeah.
just to test it out, you know.
Yeah, and it sorry, I'm ranting, but
to any
they have
representatives listening? We are willing to sell out for you.
they have Shudder has this it came from Shudder feature where it's just a live movie 24/7. Um And I'm really enjoying live TV again. Like over the air, just stuff that isn't on demand. And it's really intriguing to basically watch what is on, not choose what to watch, but you the only choice you're making is to watch something, and you're gonna watch whatever they put on. And they're not gonna put on Terrifier on the live one.
Not yet.
As far as you're
So,
aware.
and if hopefully they would cut it down because that was way too much for me. Um, and yeah, yeah, I'll close my rant. Joe Bob, looking forward to seeing you again.
If Joe Bob ever came to like the Chicagoland area and he was doing a live show, would you be like first in line to buy tickets?
If he held an event in Chicago,
Or the Chicagoland area, I should say. I just say Chicago because it's, it's easy to say.
I wouldn't cross state lines to do it. But if there was a event that costs less than $100, um, I would buy it the first week it went on sale.
Well,
So,
if it was more than 100 bucks,
What's
what's your cutoff?
depends.
Where's your fan cutoff?
Like I would pay more than 100 if I was I had high assurance that I would be within 15 feet of him.
Would you like rush the stage?
No, just to know that like I'm that close to him. And I also don't think it's that big of a push. because Joe Bob is not that popular. And he's very appreciative of his audience, including one of his regular segments, Letters from the Audience, where people express their appreciation of the art that he brings to drive-in movies.
Let's see.
So,
I'm looking at his website right now to see where we can get. It seems like he does not leave the state of Texas, as far as looking.
yeah, no, and I'm not thinking that he would ever come here. I mean, there's nothing here for him. I would go down to see him, per se. Um,
If he was
yeah,
at C2E2 doing photos, would you like go?
I don't really appreciate like personally, I don't really appreciate that like paid picture per
You're
se.
you're more of a purist, Gorehound. You're the kind of guy who like stalks the celebrity for like a couple hours, waits until they get into like an elevator,
Yeah.
and like you hit all the
No.
you like
I
hit elevator stop, you like block the
I
door, be
did
like,
do
I have
that.
so many questions for you.
I did do that at a WWE event back in the day when I wanted to see RVD, and I went to like the back where they were doing all the loading, and got to have him sign something.
A side story. My buddy Zach, I don't know if I said this story. This is not my
Our
story. This is
buddy
ours.
Zach.
Yeah, I guess you have met him. And yeah, and cuz you met him one time too, a
Yeah,
long
there's
time ago.
one photo of us at C2E2.
That's right.
Makes us look like a real crew.
I know, right? Even though it's like the only time we've all three of us have been together.
Yeah.
One day that'll happen for us three. But
Amen.
uh buddy Zach years and years ago, he was at a convention at Rosemont and he was outside the convention center and he saw a guy who was like dressed up like Silent Bob having a
Yeah.
smoke and he was going to go up to him and be like, "Hey, that's a really good Silent Bob costume." And as he was walking up to him, the guy turns like, "Listen, man, I just want to have a moment and have a cigarette just in peace." And Zach was like, "Oh," and realized that wasn't a guy dressed up as Silent Bob. That was actually Kevin Smith.
Oh shit.
And he's like, "Oh,
So,
okay." And it's like, "I'll leave you be."
so this what year did you say this that took place in? Like it must have been
It,
like the early
I
2000s.
think so, yeah. I don't remember the exact year,
It
but it had to be early 2000s.
I will say you go back to freshman, sophomore year, Charles, really big Kevin Smith podcast fan. Like I was subscribed. I was downloading the episodes on my iMac. Again, I was probably wasting so much time listening to him and Scott Mosier rant on like
Hmm.
stupid shit. Um,
Yeah, I was
but
there
yeah, I
too.
think
We had a whole podcast about his
I was going to
podcast.
say in the
Yeah.
exactly right those coattails.
Yeah,
But
and it's
yeah,
very weird how Kevin Smith has evolved on me since then. Where like I just don't listen to him at all or get that entertainment from it that I used to.
You were like all in Kevin Smith at one
Very
point.
entertaining to be a part of that universe like that.
view
So
askew.
Yeah, and I would even say I was a part of the universe because I saw them live. I forgot when, but yeah, we got to see him live. But we're not
was
here
that
for
like
Kevin
a
Smith.
was that a convention or something
No,
else?
it was a live podcast. I forgot which one it was. The Great Hairy Queen went with me, and there was a guy who was too tall in front of us.
Nice.
That's all.
Uh,
That's a bummer, man.
Yeah,
But
I'm in a better
tis the
place.
season.
Amen.
So, um, Goran, I know you're starting to go into this. What shit did I buy?
Yes, yes.
So this is actually a few weeks ago. I haven't had a chance to talk about it, but
What
I
Black Friday deals did you get?
no, no, not Black Friday. I actually ordered this back in like over the summer, but it like arrived right before Thanksgiving. Um, Cause I know this is way before your time. Gorehound, it might be slightly before your time as well, given how toy lines run. But when I was like a little kid, there was a toy line called Mask. And what it was it was kind of like a mix between G.I. Joe and Transformers, where the draw were these vehicles that then you press the button, they kind of transformed into something else. About a year ago, I was listening to a podcast who they were all about talking about old toy lines, and they were talking about um, this mask line. And I'm like, they're talking about this toy, this toy. I'm like, I had that, I had that, I had that. Like, man, why did I have so much of this? Because they weren't like cheap toys, I guess, back in the day. Um, but some toy company decided after all these years, as they do, let's appeal to like 40-year-olds who have money who remember this shit when they were as a kid. And so it got the better of me. I pre-ordered, and this is, if you know the toy line, you'll know this is like the most basic thing you could get. It's the Thunderhawk, which was like a car that transformed with wings. Is the box here, and here it is. I have my original one. I thought I had the original one still. It's all beat up. I don't know where it's at, but you press the button on top here,
Oh, that's
and
pretty
it
cool.
becomes a flying jet.
DeLorean.
Yeah, I used to keep it longer because it reminded me of a DeLorean when I was into Back to the Future. This pops out over here. Some what do you call it? Vac metal. And then there's a little figure inside. Matt Tracker.
Matt Tracker. That does not sound like an intimidating name. Oh, he's yellow hair, huh?
They kind
And
of updated the details on the figure, but the toy, this is like identical from what I had as a kid. Like the feel of it, the playability of it. Um,
Mouthfeel.
oh yeah. So many toys taste good as a kid. You just don't understand. Um,
90% of kids are just teething.
yeah. Why do we have so many microplastics in us? I don't know. Nom, nom, nom. So that's what I got. It was a little, well, I'm not going to say how much it was,
Yeah, yeah. We're not gonna go down that path. Yeah.
but
Oh, what's the over under we're calling Gorehound? Over. I'm
I
saying
mean, you could go and see what it's worth. I mean, it's you can get it at any toy thing. It's not the original; it's a remake of it, of course. But I don't know. Makes me happy. Just kind of a piece of my youth. So
Yeah.
they're re-releasing a bunch of them. So I don't know how people, so-called fans of this show, there's a cartoon and a toy line. The fans of this show say like everyone wants these to come back. I guarantee you nobody wants these to come back. It's a very small minority of people. So
Is there
I
any
think
media tie-in?
there was a cartoon at the time that
Okay.
that came out.
I was going to say I think the only people outside of you that care about Mask are probably the producers of Robot Chicken because I know they've done several. They would do several bits featuring Mask characters.
Have
That's how.
they?
Yeah, that's how I know what it is because it was featured in Robot
Oh,
Chicken.
okay. They later did I have to look that up. They later did incorporate Mask into G.I. Joe. So there's like a sub thing of G.I. Joe, at least in like other media, like comics and things like that. I don't know if it's in the toy lines or anything. I don't follow G.I. Joe, but yeah, so they did sort of like tie it together later on. But
Nick, you don't have to lie to us. We know you follow GI Joe.
I don't.
You got
Surprisingly, I never got into G.I. Joe as a kid.
the full black leather snake eyes outfit.
Yeah, but
I mean,
that's not because I like G.I. Joe. It's because I like black leather.
yeah,
Something that says
that's
Leather Daddy.
Yeah, I have quite a few GI Joes, but I have no memory of my affinity for them like back then. It's
I think when I was a kid in the early 2000s, I don't remember if there was like a GI Joe toy line like that was contemporary for like
mm,
my age. You know, like there was a bunch. I'm sure buried in the uh, for legal purposes, we'll call them Mbania catacombs.
No, that's too obvious.
Uh,
Lisa S.
yeah, the Mike B catacombs, the Mike B labyrinth. But yeah, I never got into GI Joe. Although I'm pretty sure probably the way everything's going with again our entertainment landscape, eventually they're going to have to get. They're like, look, we got all the big properties. Now it's time to get obscure. Like we're gonna have
Oh
this could be
yeah, easy.
a spin-off of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Maximals Beast. Well, they already did Beast Wars Transformers.
They did,
Yeah, we
which
already
had
did
a
that.
tie-in with G.I. Joe. You know, because just because you brought up, there was a contemporary G.I. Joe at the age that you would have been. But here's the thing, no one outside the 80s gives a shit about G.I. Joe. Despite what G.I. Joe fans will say, no one cares. That's why they're just making shit that was popular in the 80s again and again because that's their audience.
We hope you 40-year-olds will bring your kids to, and hopefully they'll become fans of it.
Don't touch that, that's mine. But you're playing it wrong. But
I'm sure I'm probably a bad like collector because like I'll get like little figurines and I take them immediately out of the box. I'm sure like somebody's like, you gotta leave them in the box. I'm like,
I do have my Mulder and Scully Barbie in box.
oh, okay.
like I do like Funko Pops in the same way that people like Beanie Babies. It's kind of like the Marge Simpson meme. I
How
just
many
think they're
Funkos
neat.
do you have? I do love that meme, yes.
Probably at least 20.
Wow.
Do you have a favorite one?
I've got ones that I'm fond of because of how long I've had them. I
What
had
are your
like a
top? Actually, topic for another. I want to do a show and tell of your top 10.
Yeah.
okay. I'll have to get some from work. You know what's funny though? Well, that's where I keep like 8 of them is on my
Yeah,
desk at work.
it's
I'll
okay.
play. It's actually kind of fun. The one guy I work with, I don't know, because of I guess kids don't go to school like all 5 days a week. It's like 4 days a week or something like that. At least down here in Missouri.
Okay.
Uh,
I know
but
there's been
like,
a push for that.
yeah. But I know there's been a couple of Mondays where he's brought in his kids and the little boy, Trace, he's gone up to my desk and he's rearranged all the Funkos and stuff like that and plays with
Okay.
them. I'm like, ah, you're adorable. Go ahead and do
So
whatever you want.
your toys have child appeal to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, main
I don't
thing.
keep them in the box, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Um, I'm again like a kid at Christmas. I'm ripping that shit open.
Yeah.
I do keep the boxes. I do keep them, but I don't.
Same.
But I know
Do you
it's
flatten
like
them?
what?
Do you flatten them?
No, no. I have them in a big tub
Okay.
somewhere, just stacked up. Yeah, I
Because
get.
question for you.
Okay.
Do you have there's a toy shop near my house that they sell Funko Pops. I went in it once a couple of months ago. Do you have a oh, I can't think of his name. The Spider-Man guy you like that you've dressed up as. Ben
Oh,
Riley.
Ben Riley, Scarlet Spider.
Yeah. Do you have a Funko Pop of him?
I do not actually. I,
Would you want a Funko Pop of for him and how much would you spend on it?
20 bucks max.
Okay.
I'd say 20 bucks max.
Well,
I
write
know
that
some of
down.
them. Yeah.
Because
Uh,
I know they had some Ben Riley Funko Pops. I remember seeing that. I remember like I should ask Cuz about this. I never did because I completely forgot about it. And they were like ranged in price.
what's okay? This is going to be something funny. So again, this is I. I don't have kids yet, but I've been slowly over the last decade plus been morphing into a suburban dad. I don't buy a majority of the Funko Pops that I have not bought from like a comic book store or like, like Walmart's got like, here's all the video game and like nerd shit. We even have a place like that's like a used DVD and DVD store that has like a whole fucking wall of these things. I don't get them from there. You know where I get them from? The High V, which is like a Mariano's. They'll have like a little tub of them, and so they'll get like very select ones. So I just kind of look to see what they have in there,
How
and
much
that's what
are they?
uh, 11 to 12 bucks a pop. Don't tell
Okay.
Megan because I own a ton of them.
Okay. It's fun.
Keep that on the DL on the down low.
Yeah,
I promise I'll not make a YouTube short of this one.
Yeah,
What's the
it's
timestamp right now?
Don't tell my wife.
um, no, that's always a like a like Megan actually a couple around my birthday she got me this. I haven't taken I don't have a spot to store them yet, but Dr. Phosphorus from the Creature Commando show,
Okay.
the
Okay.
skeleton guy. So yeah, that one's still in the box. Once I have a place to put them, then I'll take them out of the box. But until then, they stay in the box.
Do you think that you're going to get any Funko Pops this Christmas?
Ah,
What's the possibility? Oh, that's a possibility.
maybe
Th- That's
I'm going to
like
say less than
60,
20%.
70%.
20% because I'm bad at probably telling people like what I would want for Christmas.
I mean, you told us what you want for Christmas,
Well, yeah,
so
because
it's got to come out some way.
hey, do you think selling glass is the only way to make money? No, this show keeps me going.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave me a Funko Pop. I don't know.
Away.
I'm workshopping it. You gave my
Yeah.
Funko Pop away
Yeah,
this
but
year and save me from tears. I'm keeping all my Funko Pops together. Gonna work on this. It's gonna be the next big Christmas song. You just wait.
I was gonna say, well, again, so this is kind of just like this is like the all new Culture Cast Christmas party. We're just shooting the shit,
Yeah.
which I'm fine with. But we can just get AI put in Funko Pop Christmas song to the tune of last. Like it could do it. That's fucking
Please don't. We don't need to see that.
yeah. I'm unfortunately not. I'm tech savvy enough to open up a Word document, but I do not know how to work these new AI programs because
I know enough how to open up a Word document.
mainly because I'm probably going to be part of that first generation that's going to say clanker with the hard R.
Yeah.
Like it's coming, boys and girls. The AI revolution is upon us. We learned nothing from the Wachowskis. Nothing,
The
damn it.
the goggles, they do nothing. But as Cuz was stating there, we this is our Christmas show, and again, well let's take a look back at some of our Christmases here. Gorhan, we'll start with you. Like when you growing up, what was your standard Christmas um
Yeah, I
tradition, plot line, what you did, what was the average thing?
I remember it starting after Thanksgiving. Christmas started after Thanksgiving. You don't talk about Christmas before Thanksgiving. And I remember that as like pretty solid, like foundational to Christmas. Um, and it doesn't exist anymore. That you might sense that I'm a bit of I've got a bit of Grinch in my blood, not by choice, you know. Some, but yeah, no, starting after and Black Friday, I looked forward to. Black Friday, I was ready for that Christmas spirit at that point.
So
I never went like my parents never took me Black Friday shopping. So were you like one of those people who camped out the night before and was
Not
ready to
buying anything, but as I get older, I realize that I might have been a mall rat. Just like I love going to malls. Woodfield Mall in Chicago suburbs is like Serendipity, the movie Serendipity. It's like the Coca-Cola um Santa. Like it's just Christmas right there.
So
So
what was your would you go to like when you're a kid, would is that where you'd go to like see Santa and like Santa's lap and all that?
I remember that, yeah, significantly. The probably at because Woodfield and Spring Hill Mall, which no longer exists. Um, I remember those being my core ones. But yeah, and looking at video games and toys, I remember 64 games,
Mm.
being in the shop and looking for 64 games. Um, and just 64, like I think that was a big step in Christmas gifts. Was after that 64 came out, it was like that is like after this, it was because before then it was Nintendo and then Sega and the intermediates between there, but those were kind of incremental, and 64 bumped it up to where I started recognizing that video game prices are $50 a pop,
Hmm.
at that point, maybe 40 when it started, but yeah, and that kind of changed my evolution of what I wanted as a boy. I still consider myself a boy, but so
Eh, As R. Kelly said, age is nothing but a number.
age is just a number.
Uh,
How about you, Nick?
Well, we would more often than not. I remember going to Santa. I feel like I went to Woodfield as well. Um, though
What day did you go? We might have gone the same day.
it's possible, but I may have been not going to see because Gorehound, we're close in age, but like in kid years, we're
Yeah,
like
yeah,
far enough where I probably wasn't seeing Santa by the time you were still seeing
for sure.
Santa.
who would have
Not
beat up who in the schoolyard?
yeah. Um, but like I remember going there. I remember one year when I was in was it fifth grade or sixth grade or something like that. I was in the my school's choir because I was in choir class. We had like a singing engagement at Woodfield Mall during the holiday time. I remember going to
Ooh.
that. I remember not getting my the shirt they gave us. They gave us like these weird cuff things, and we couldn't fit. My parents and I couldn't figure out how to put the cuffs on, so they thought it was like the ones that like sort of like the cuffs like flared out like that, like the
Mm,
Italian cuffs, and we put it
Sure.
and we put the thing in that way. And when I got there, no one else had it like that. And they're like, Nick, you did it wrong. So they quickly fixed it the right way. I still don't know what they did.
Yeah.
But like I remember we used to decorate the house, put a lot of the decorations up, and the older I got, the more and more that became my responsibility.
Yeah.
Um, and I remember like on Christmas Eve, we would go to my grandparents, my dad's side. We'd celebrate Christmas Eve there. And then that night we'd come home, we'd go to bed, wake up the next morning, we'd have um do Christmas presents and have a little of a lighter breakfast. My folks always liked eating lox and bagels. That was their Christmas thing,
Oh,
mm,
which they always thought that they were amused by themselves because lox and bagels traditionally is more of a Jewish um
yeah.
breakfast dish
it,
versus a so they always thought that I was like, ah, we're doing the Jewish thing on Christmas, but they liked it, and it was
Yeah.
good. And then after
Speaking
that,
speaking of locks, I had locks in front of your house, just north of your house. I went to that bagel place just north of
oh
your
yeah, I've
house.
I've not gone there.
Yeah, I didn't want to text you guys because of the gluten thing, but um it was
We know bagels have gluten.
it was lit.
Was it good?
Yeah, and they had like two like modern arcade games that had like one of them like was a vertical shooter, and another one was Pac-Man, and each of them had like three of them, and it was like a perfect size for or yeah, you know what to do. Cut this part out. The um the my ghoul, it was the perfect size for my ghoul because they had stools there, and these games were like Frogger and like Mrs. Frogger or whatnot. And it was pretty good. So, but
I'll have to check that out. I'm home for the next 2 weeks with my kids. Maybe we'll go there for breakfast one day.
and they were super friendly too. Like they like wanted us to try everything. It was really great place.
Is it Bad Guys Bagels?
Uh,
I'll name drop them in Geneva, Illinois. Maybe I shouldn't name drop that.
I don't know if it
No,
was. I don't
keep
think it
name dropping
was.
so that way be like, all right, now you gotta pay us.
I would have recognized that one.
That's the only place that's near me.
It was north of your house,
Right.
north of 38.
That would
Okay,
be
yeah,
it.
then it must be.
Billie Eilish sings there. Maybe. I don't know. Free advertising. Bad Guys Bagels. Nom, 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 nom. But on Christmas Day, after we do our home Christmas stuff, we will go to my um grandparents' house on my mom's side, and we'd have Christmas there. And then after that ended, and cause I don't know if you're old enough to remember this, we would then go to my not technically my aunt, but it's my mom's aunt, Auga's house in the evening, Christmas evening, for like a Christmas get together at that point. So by the time we come home, it'd be pretty tired.
I remember that being pretty core because, yeah, we used to drive out to Algonquin. Man, we're just dropping a whole bunch of personal references out here.
Yeah,
Um,
Well, they know we're from the Chicagoland area.
yeah,
yeah.
true. But yeah, because we would drive out to
So
Algonquin for our like Christmas Day stuff, and then drive back real late, and just getting home and just being exhausted.
Cause what about you?
so yeah, I've been kind of thinking about this all afternoon, about like how, going back through the backlogs of my memory.
You thought
So
we were talking about Epstein tonight, okay?
well, to be fair, the date is December 21st, 2025. On December 20th, the Bears pulled a clutch win from the Packers. So I was
Let's
in a little
talk
bit of
about that.
well, okay.
The Bears played well, but
Uh-huh.
they played dirty. They did a dirty
Oh,
move to get rid of. Oh my goodness, I have a cat.
oh,
They oops. They did a
football's a
dirty,
physical sport.
not that physical. They did a dirty move to get rid of our quarterback. And even after you got rid of our quarterback, it took you a milestone to get there. And then you cut off the heat to the Packers. How
Allegedly.
convenient! How
What
convenient!
what was his dirty move?
The guy like took his helmet and like rammed right into him. The
Okay,
the
so he was being
quarterback
too
gave him
mean
a
to
concussion.
us.
There's a physical football is a physical sport, and then there's using that physicality to play dirty.
Oh man, he's using big words, physicality, huh?
If you if listen, I'm gonna get my wife in here. She was very upset last night.
Did she take it out on you?
Luckily, no.
I would say my wife kind of slipped into a bit of melancholy since her Chiefs are have shit the
Yeah.
bed.
How did that? Did they win like the Super Bowl last year, or weren't they in the Super
No,
Bowl?
they were on their way to last year they were on their way to a potential three-peat because they had won the Super Bowl the 2 years prior.
Okay.
Uh, they beat the Niner, or they beat the Eagles. No, I'm trying to
Yeah.
remember the order now. Yeah, the Eagles, the Niners, and they were getting ready to play the Eagles again. And that's when they shit the bed. And then this entire year, they've just been doing nothing but shitting the bed. I've been
Mm.
waiting any day now for Roger Goodell to announce the 10th seed. So that way the Chiefs can be in the playoffs.
Well,
But
I
I
do
hope,
applaud. I'm happy for, I'm not the big Packers fan. I kind of married into it and I became a Packers
yeah,
fan that way. But um like I'm glad like the Bears are having like a quality season, but what I don't like is like the obnoxious trash talking. And like I don't know how if that's common amongst all football teams, but I feel with the Bears, even before I was following the Packers, it seemed like over the top because like they would win like we won one game. It's the first game of the season. We're going to the Super Bowl, motherfuckers!
I,
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily a football thing. I think that's a Chicago sports thing.
Well,
Wait,
Every
are they
fair.
going
we
to
are
are the Bears going like head in there?
they they've
They're doing
clinched the
really good.
playoff.
It's possible.
Yeah, they so after
Yeah.
yesterday, they've clinched the playoff berth. So that means, but they have not secured the division yet. So
Okay.
technically, in the next 2 weeks, either the Bears or the Packers could be the number one seed in the division, but they have
All
not.
right. So this conversation, it's going up, and my knowledge has plateaued. So I'm
Basically, depending on who wins and who loses in the next few weeks, the Bears could be going on to the next level. The Packers could be going on to the next level.
Yeah, and
Though,
yeah,
though, as of right now, the way the stats are compiled, the Bears are slightly ahead.
yes, and that could.
Christmas season. Who's playing on Christmas?
Uh, I know the Chiefs are. Uh, Chiefs are playing like Christmas Day as like the night game, which I'm sure the people, Jeff Bezos and the people at Amazon, are probably pissed. They're like, "Fuck,
No
we
one's
thought
gonna
this would
watch
be a
this.
yeah." No, we actually almost had my wife and her brother and my father-in-law almost had an opportunity to go to the Chiefs game, but because there was like a family friend who has like season tickets. But the moment the Chiefs got out of play, I was like, I ain't fucking going to that. So again, it feels pretty nice being the top dog for once. But uh, here I want to steer
Eh,
back to
Yeah. Anyway,
Merry
back to Christmas.
back
Yeah.
to Christmas. But yeah, Christmas in the Bania household, from how I remembered it, I'm sure I went to the mall. Like I'm sure my parents took me there, whether it was Woodfield or um, I'm trying to remember the one mall my mom took me to a lot. Oak Brook?
You guys weren't too far from
No,
Ranhurst, were you?
I feel like there
Remember
there was some with a
Ranhurst?
mill, some with a mill
Oh,
on it.
Bernie
yes.
Mills?
Um, oh my gosh.
You know what I'm
Golf
talking
Mill,
about?
Golf Mill,
Golf Mill. Yep, that was
Golf
it.
Mill.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was the mall that my mom took me to a lot growing up. Uh, so I'm pretty sure we probably saw Santa. Again, I don't remember anything like distinct in terms of like solid traditions. Christmas Eve is always spent with my mom's side of the family, usually at my nana and papa's house, and that's where like all the we do like Christmas gifts and stuff like that. And then Christmas Day, it would vary. For a while, it would vary whether it was my dad hosted it um, or whether Nick's mom and dad hosted it. But I think as the
That's after the our grandparents both passed. Yeah.
yes, and then we moved, and then my well, we moved into their house, um, the North Ottawa house after they had passed, um, and that was a house that more or less I grew, spent a good majority of my childhood in.
When did you move out of Chicagoland?
2012.
Yeah.
That's when I came down to Missouri.
So you thought that the world was going to end in 2012, and so you were like, I'm going to go to Missouri.
Well, technically, I did survive because it was supposed to be like, uh, oh no, 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 no. Yeah, I was with friends. Yeah, so I still hung out with my high school friends at that time. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, who knew if the Mayans were right?
Yeah, we were all scared.
Yeah, white people are very easily frightened by ancient prophecies. Um,
Are you paraphrasing Parks and Rec?
was I? I actually. I mean, I've watched
There,
Parks and Rec.
because Parks and Rec has a reoccurring Native American character who's the chief of the local tribe, and he's like, "There's one thing I know that white people are afraid of, and that's curses,
Yeah.
or something to that effect."
Yeah.
Wasn't my intention, but yeah. So, but yeah, it was pretty standard. Your dad would often cook Christmas dinner or like bring something to it. Um, but I was thinking about like weird holiday traditions, and there was one that came to mind. It wasn't on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. It was usually like the weekend or two before. Um, my mom has a bunch of like second cousins and stuff like that on her side of the family. Like it's a whole rat's nest of people. So they would rent out this like event space at like a school that was nearby that where a lot of them were close to. Um, and for many years they didn't have one of our relatives dress up as Santa. They had hired a, a professional Santa. But and
Yeah.
by professional, I mean he was an old white guy with a beard, and that as I got older, realized was not Snow White, but was yellow because the man was a heavy, heavy chain smoker.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and as a little kid, you're like Santa. As you get older, you're like, oh, Santa's kind of being a little creepy there with all the kids on his lap. It was
Yeah,
very awkward,
yeah,
and no one. I
go
don't know if
ahead.
anyone could remember who first found this guy. Like no
Yeah.
one could like I've never gotten like a definitive answer. Like, yeah, we found because Craigslist wasn't a thing back in like the early 2000s. So I don't know if he was just like,
Is in the phone book.
yeah, but yeah,
I remember having a family member dress up and having it on video, and we like relished that video as just like definitive proof. And it was just like so um I don't know the word to say, but just so iconic and memorable to have that piece of evidence per
yeah.
se.
Here's one that I have like a really bad memory. And like I wish I could recall like when I stopped believing in Santa. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Oh,
there wasn't like it wasn't like Gremlins where like dad got stuck in the chimney and that's how I knew Santa wasn't real.
Pretty
Like
metal.
it was just I think maybe somewhere around 9, 10-ish. It just like I don't know, the
Earlier.
magic died, I guess. I don't know.
I'm not sure when stopped remembering, stopped believing in Santa. But I do remember there was one year I was just playing around in my folks' house. I was in the basement, and the basement was it was a completed basement. It was like
Yeah.
my play area and other things. And I opened up a closet and I saw this uh Ghostbusters 2 poster puzzle, like one of those 500 piece puzzles.
Mhm.
I'm like, huh, this is weird. I wonder why this is here. But I just left it, didn't think anything of it, and went back on. Months later, it's Christmas. I open, I'm like, hey, there's that puzzle. Oh, my parents got it for me when I was and hiding it back there. Oh, now I know where they hide the presents. But I don't know if I would that like it's like by the time that Christmas came, I knew Santa wasn't a thing. So I
Sure,
don't recall when I stopped believing.
sure.
Yeah.
But
Maybe he is real. Break it break it entering into people's homes.
like um that's my kids are starting to get the age where they still believe, but they're asking questions about it. I don't know if
Ooh.
your little ghoul is, but earlier this month, my youngest was like we were going to see Santa, and it's like, is this the real Santa Claus? And I'm like, well, what do you believe? No, just tell me the truth. I'm like, well, it's not the real Santa. He's like, I was wondering. It's like, but Santa Claus has helpers because he's busy making toys. And she's like, and so he has people work, and we tell him, and he tells,
Stories falling apart.
Good
yeah, and he tells the Santa there, and she's like, that makes sense. But like, there's been other times
good
where like,
save.
yeah, there have been other times where like my oldest will come home and says like, so and so at school doesn't believe in Santa, and they say it's not real, and we just kind of like, well, what do you believe? And they're like, I think he's real. Then he is. It's like that fine line. Like I don't want to lie to my kid, but I'm like I also don't. It's like the magic of Christmas.
Yeah, less you
So
say.
yeah,
I think that there's such a fun innocence. It's like why would you it's like showing like here kids, this is how the rabbit fits in the hat.
Yeah, and I think that media just really portrays it as an essential element, just being something that needs to be addressed. and incorporated as either a physical entity or a figurative entity.
I'm shocked that my kids, and I don't know if kids question this at all. There's so many movies with Santa and Santa's interpretation. Santa's interpreted so many wildly different ways that
Mhm.
they don't question like, well, that doesn't match what that movie said. That doesn't make any sense. They just like take the movie as face value, like, oh, this is how it's doing in this version.
Yeah.
I will say I'm glad we're talking about Santa because that gives me a great segue. Uh, I don't know if this is necessarily going to be a tradition, but it is something that I have enjoyed for the last for at least I think I showed watched it again last year. And I can't remember if I brought it up on the podcast before, but the film Violent Night
Yeah.
with David Harbour is probably like one of my favorite now
I'm
Christmas
gonna
movies.
rewatch it.
It is fantastic.
Yeah.
The,
And
it
I love David Harbour so much.
yeah.
Detective Crashmore, the movie. Uh, but I remember I watched that movie with the Kiwi, I don't know, within a year after it came out. And then the following year, we were at our in-laws for Christmas Eve, where we spent the night and all that. And my mother-in-law was cooking or getting something ready. And my father-in-law, the Kiwi, and I were like, oh, let's put on a movie. And I'm like, oh, let's watch Violent Night. He hadn't seen it before. And he likes action movies, so we put it on, I think he liked it. And then I was like, ah, why do they gotta make fun of it? I like more traditional Christmas movies. Why do they gotta make fun or like do that? And it's like, oh, but did you like the movie? He's like, well, yeah, I did, but
I think it gets the meaning of the season. It's about family.
It's only on Peacock. But
Fucking
um,
cock.
we watched Dear Santa with Jack Black.
how was that?
The Graveyard Queen really liked it.
Okay,
I Jack Black I think is just too good for it because
is he though?
I don't
It's
know. He does a great Satan. Like great. Really embraces that mysticalness of it. Uh, I three or four out of five.
Okay.
So
I'll tell you one movie that I will never I think we watched this last year when it came out that you could not pay me to sit through it again. Red One. Remember
Oh, I've heard nothing but bad things.
yeah, I'm
this
glad I've never tried to watch it.
you, save yourself the 2.5 hours.
It's 2.5 hours?
Let me pull it up, make sure. I thought it was like that.
That
No,
movie
no,
should
no.
be a
Okay, okay.
solid 90 minutes, nothing more.
Okay, okay, I was wrong. I was wrong to Mr. The Rock. Um, it is 2 hours and 3 minutes, but still
Oh.
way too. It is a it's a nothing. It is a nothing burger of a movie. It's a. What's weird is like I'm almost positive they wanted to have Ryan Reynolds be the Chris Evans character because he's written like a Ryan Reynolds character where he's basically just playing himself. Like I enjoy Ryan Reynolds enough, but I will that's his shtick. I know he's been in some other movies and done a little bit of this and that, but generally his best
He,
stuff is Ryan Reynolds as Ryan Reynolds.
right, he just plays himself.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Right. No, no, no. It's totally fine.
I, I will say this is going to be weird. Not even that weird for a Christmas movie, but there is some really nice practical effects monster suits they have at one point, like for Krampus, who's not CGI. It's like I think it's that one guy from Game of Thrones.
Wait, are you trying to sell us on Red One?
No, but I mean I'm going to give it because I'm pretty sure I was chugging Michelob Ultras watching this movie and being too
Okay.
loud and obnoxious for my in-laws. Because they always say, Charles, you can't be like going, ah, when something happens in the movie. I'm like, I'm just enjoying it. This is how I
Yeah.
enjoy things. Wait, want me to sit here silently? But I'm giving it at least a little prop. Like, you know what? I'm glad they did some practical monster work. Like that's fun. But everything else is complete and total dog shit. Yeah, save yourself the 2 hours. Do not invest in that buddy cop Christmas movie. There's just watch the which Lethal Weapon takes place at Christmas. I know
The
there's one of
first
them.
one.
Is it the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's been a okay, since this is our Christmas party episode, essentially,
Yeah.
uh, there's been I don't know what you want to call it. If it's like a millennial like rejection or something like that. Because I remember like in the early 2000s, everyone was like, "Oh yeah, Die Hard's a Christmas movie," and now like the cool thing is to say, "No, it's not a Christmas movie."
Yeah,
I
okay.
want
What's your take on it? Die Hard Christmas movie or not Christmas movie?
I mean,
There's
I'll
only
be.
one correct answer.
I hate talking about Die Hard and Christmas. I hate it.
I mean, I know some people said, "Oh, you said it 8 times a year." I don't think you can. Uh, Christmas is built into the fabric of this movie. That's the whole reason he's there. There's no other time of the year that you're having an office party. You have a Christmas party, and that's it. Nobody's really doing any other holidays out of the year. Maybe if somebody's retiring, but even then,
No, there's summer parties. There's usually like a big summer party and a big winter party.
mm, good for you.
I've
You had a
never had
job
a
that
summer
did that.
party. Yeah. Look
Yeah,
at look
like
at this guy, Mr. Fancy Pants with his
you could
summer
go to the Kane
parties.
County Cougars or some other ball game, swing around the old.
Yeah, I mean, my uh, the company I used to work for before it got bought out, I realized very quickly these Christmas parties were just like tributes to his ego because they would this guy was like a millionaire and they would still give him gifts. Like I think one year they got him like a very fine cowboy hat, like one like
Oh,
because again we're in Missouri and it's basically we're not quite south to be southern, but we're not quite west enough to be western, but we're kind of somewhere in the middle. We got cow stuff, we got hillbilly stuff, we got redneck stuff.
yeah, you're like the Midwest Texas.
Yeah, that's a good way to. We're North Arkansas. There we go. Um, what was I say? But yeah, I'm going to go with the pedestrian answer. Yes, Die Hard is a Christmas film. It's been there's a reason why the sequel also took place at Christmas, and they try. Die Hard 3 technically doesn't take place at a holiday.
But it's winter
Uh,
time, isn't it?
no, it's like the summer in like
Oh,
New
is it?
York.
I've never seen it. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the one where he teams up with Sam Jackson and
Oh, Die Hard. I'm sorry. I was thinking Home Alone. Sorry.
no.
Sorry.
Uh, I will, but I think the only other Die Hard movie that outside of because technically I think there's like what 5 because there was that one bad reboot with Jai Courtney when they tried to make Jai Courtney a thing.
And Justin Long is in one of them.
He's in Die Hard 4, which
Man,
Yeah.
I
which
love
they
Justin Long.
they made at least the one smart decision. They did base it around a holiday. This time the 4th of July.
Oh, that's true. It is 4th of July.
So if you're good, but yeah, I'm going to go with I'm in the camp, the very old person camp of Die Hard is a Christmas film. For
Yeah.
fuck's sake, he used Christmas wrapping to hide the gun that he shoots Hans Gruber with.
Yeah, so can we stop talking about it?
Yeah, you can't do it any other time of the year. Sorry. Case closed.
Yeah. Take that, Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah. Little bitch ass.
Nick, have you watched Home Alone this season?
Yes, I have.
Nice. Cuz, how about you?
I have not. Um I was never that big. I don't ever remember being a big like Home Alone fan.
Mm,
Like it was never something that was like on the VCR that I watched a lot. Yeah, I
sure.
enjoy Home Alone
Yeah. Nick, what do you
all the
think
way.
about
And
Home
Jeffrey
Alone
Ott.
2
Home Alone 2.
in comparison to 1 and for traditional value?
Not as good.
Okay.
I just feel Home Alone 2, it has its moments, but like it's like a Ghostbusters 2. It's the exact same movie done again, like literally done again.
Yeah.
Change nothing, new location, that's about it.
Sure.
Nick, can I give my hot take
Sure.
with Ghostbusters? Even though I think the theme song for Ghostbusters 2 is superior to the original one because
The
I will
Run DMC?
no Bobby Brown.
On our own.
Yeah, I'll listen. That's in my like Spotify favorites list of like songs I like. You know,
There's a
That's a
new
good
theme for
song.
Ghostbusters.
Well, the in Ghostbusters 2, they had a whole soundtrack, and outside of like the Ghostbusters song, the lead song on the soundtrack was one by Bobby Brown called On Our Own, which references things in the movie.
too hot to handle, too cold to hold. We are the Ghostbusters and we're in control. Got a
Okay.
proton pack. Yeah, that's all I
But
got.
Dang
getting
it.
back to Christmas,
So,
uh, I do really like Home Alone 2. I think it adds like a di very different feel, being in the city, and just add in all those elements to it. I really appreciate that.
um,
But also, as I've grown older, I really associate with the old man, and also I just really appreciate just how good Marv is. Um, like I'm to the point where like I'm watching Home Alone, um, for Marv and the old man Marley.
Yeah.
going talking about Home Alone 2 real quick. One of the things that's stupid about Home Alone 2 that I do not like is they try to like recreate the old man with the pigeon lady. And if you ever listen to the pigeon lady's story about what happened to her, it's really pathetic and borderline misogynistic. Is that the reason she became homeless is because her boyfriend broke up with her.
Okay.
It's like because she
Men, am I
her whole
right?
life Andrew Tate be like, But
Uh,
but like the whole reason, like, wait, your boyfriend broke up with you, so you just lost the will to live and you became homeless? Like, I, I guess that could happen,
I
but
mean,
like,
homelessness is also caused by a lot of mental illness.
I
She
suppose,
could be a
but
psycho. I
He
mean, look
um,
with all those pigeons.
he broke my heart. That and the crack probably did it too. That's the part of the movie they leave out.
yeah, damn the crack. But speaking about some Christmas memories, cause I have a Christmas memory of us when you were
Okay.
like a little kid. I don't know if you remember this. I can't tell you how old you were or how old I was, because I do not recall. I think it was, well, I don't think you were living in the the house you grew up. I'm pretty sure one or both of uh our side of the family's grandparents were still alive.
Okay.
But it's Christmas, we're all wrapping up at the end of the night. We're packing things up, ready to go. Somehow you slip and fall and
Oh,
you like bang your head and like I think you like cut like was it like right
yeah.
over your
I got a
eye?
little scar right here, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like they rushed you to like the ER.
Which fortunately the
Is
hospital's like
is right
less than
next
2 minutes
door.
away.
So yeah. Yeah. But
Oh
I
God.
remember that happening like right as we were leaving. And I remember it being awkward because like you guys were like, well, we gotta go to the ER. And my folks were like, well, we're gonna go.
Yeah.
I I think
Bye.
You killed the party, cuz.
yeah. No, I was kind of wondering where you're going with this. I'm like, yeah, I don't. I have some vague memories of like crying on the way to the hospital. I remember, I will say, that stupid piece of fucking 70s like furniture that it was. It was like this black cylinder that I guess, back in 1973 would have been really fucking stylish. I think I was
Couldn't tell you what it was that you hit
I
yourself on.
that's how I remember. It was this big like cylinder, kind of like this, but all black, flat top. I'm pretty sure I was going to get, sorry, I'm getting kind of angry over this. Uh, I'm
Let it
pretty
go,
sure I
We're
was
let it
trying to
unlocking
go.
unlocking memories here.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I was trying to give our Uncle Ed like a hug or something like that. And then I slipped on the carpet and fucking banged my head into that shit. Oh God, if I ever found that, I don't know if they got rid of it, but or it's buried somewhere in my dad's house, but I would do a full on office space, just like, take out a field and just break it
This
apart.
is for 30 years ago.
So did you
Yeah.
really live next door to the ER?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
house that my
So did you
grandparents.
like walk there?
No, I mean we drove,
Okay.
but literally, okay. Like there was probably like where my grandparents slash the house I lived in was like you'd go from the front, you'd take a right, then a left, you go up to the stop sign or stoplight, make another right, and I mean you could see it. It was a big fucking
Yeah.
hospital complex. It
It's
was
not
Gorehound,
next door.
Gorehound, do you know how far your house is to the main road?
Yeah,
It's closer than that.
a few blocks, like a block or two away.
Oh,
yeah,
probably like a block.
Yeah.
yeah. In theory, yes, we could have
Sorry, I'm
walked to
just
the hospital.
nitpicking your language.
Yeah, it's very close. So, but yeah, that's how I got. I think that's like one of my more prominent. Yeah, I got a little scar by my eye from that fucking piece of furniture.
Let's burn
Uh,
it.
I was gonna say we're gonna bring up Christmas memories, Nick. My favorite one that I go back to. Um, this is relatively contemporary. This is when you weren't living in Effingham at this time. It was before you. It was before I think you met Krista
Was it
or
during his
Kimmy.
goth phase?
No, no.
Damn it.
You had like a one bedroom apartment in like
Oh, and DeKalb.
yeah, DeKalb. Yep.
Yeah, that was she and I just started dating at that point.
Okay.
That
I
was
couldn't remember.
Effingham, right?
That,
No.
yeah, Effingham was that was a long time ago. It was 20
Okay.
years ago.
Yeah. But
I do remember that one apartment and you talking about effing awesome and just
I did like my Effingham apartment. It was really the wood wall paneling was a little dated, but the layout and the rent could not have found a better place.
chef's kiss.
yeah,
Yeah.
Thanks, Biden.
I wish I could go still live there.
yeah. I remember in Charleston I was paying 295 for an apartment and I got
Good deal.
offered a 240 a month apartment. So,
Yeah, I almost rented a place that had really cheap rent, and I showed it to Megan. She's like, "You cannot fucking live here."
was there
Uh,
carpet in the bathroom?
no, that was the house we moved into. This is more like I'm pretty sure there are roaches everywhere. Um, but
Let's turn this topic a little bit more
Oh, wait,
merry.
wait, what about my
oh,
what about the memory
you
where
got
I hosted everyone?
I can't remember if I was old enough to actually drink at this Christmas. But
You
you
were
got
not, but I'm sure you probably
I
had
was in high
something.
school, probably. Yeah, but either my parents or your dad had brought over a bottle of wine, and you did not have a wine
I
opener.
didn't.
So
Yeah,
they
I
looked
know
up
where this
on.
is.
I think they looked up on their phones or something like that. It's like, oh, you could take a screw,
Yeah,
like a
amen.
wall screw, screw it into the uh, wine into the cork, and then take a hammer and then just pull it out that way.
Uh-huh.
And was
Uh-huh.
was it you, your dad, or my dad that shattered the fucking bottle trying to get this?
It was your mom.
Okay, there it is. There
Cause
it is.
like
Option number four.
yeah, cause your mom was like, cause first I said, oh, I forgot, and there was like a Walgreens literally a mile away from where I live. So like someone could have easily quickly run out,
Yeah,
got one, and been back within 15 minutes.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, we had to do it this way. And your mom was starting to do it. I said, wait, don't do that because I feared that was going to happen. I was going to say, do it in the bathroom. So over the tub, so in case there's a mess, it's all there.
It,
And as I was trying to say that, they're like, bam, bam.
the fucking bottle like shattered, like it cracked through. I think she had to hold it together to try keep all the liquid just so that we should get it over to the sink. Oh my god.
But not
I think
much
it
liquid
got
stay because it went everywhere.
yeah, your kitchen at the time wasn't very big, wasn't like very big. It
No,
was like
no,
a
it's
little
an apartment kitchen.
yeah, It was, yeah, one bedroom apartment kitchen. Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with it. I've had that. But yeah, it was just, that shit was everywhere. Oh man,
I
that
forgot
is
about that until you mentioned that. Yeah. Yeah.
that
I wasn't, I was, it's one of those things where you're not mad, but you're mad.
you're just like, I don't know. You're just like, you just don't know how to react to that situation.
Like, I was like, literally, guys, Walgreens, they're always open. We can go. It'll take less than a minute. I'm surprised I forgot the bottle opener. I don't think it's one of those things you'll think about, I guess. Thing I'm not a big wine drinker, so no surprise I didn't have wine opener, a bottle opener. But
That's it was one of those repressed memories. Now you're going to be
yeah,
like in the middle of the night going, the wine.
I gotta make a call to your mom. No, but yeah, that was 2012.
Oh, yeah. So I must.
No, 2013. 2013. 2013. Yes.
Okay, so then yeah, that would have been my sophomore year of college. So yeah,
Yes.
oh, god damn, we're fucking with time. Time is just flying by. Fucking Red One came out almost 2 years ago now.
I do remember going
You're
back
still
to
selling that movie, huh?
I don't know what. Well, I
I'm
still
not going
haven't.
to watch it.
I still haven't pulled up my on my other screen, so that's why.
You're still thinking about it.
Watch Violent Night. It's a much better film, and it shows off why Home Alone is terrifying. If it wasn't for cartoon logic, Merv and what the fuck is Joe Pesci's character's name?
Harry.
Marvin
Harry.
Harry. Yeah.
Yeah, would have been fucking dead 10 times over. Which is funny. This past SNL, they did something uh, along those lines with like a Home Alone kind of Final Destination thing. But it's like if you watch Violent Night, they pretty much they already did that. You know, where just like childhood traps are fucking dangerous.
Simpsons
We
did it.
Yep,
we watched SNL for I think it's the first time this entire season we watched it live last night. And just
what's
goes to
that
show like
experience like?
it was one of those things where we were watching some Christmas documentary and like it ended right at 10:30 and I was like you can't really pass that up, but I didn't. We just watched until Weekend Update. So
Yeah, the joke swap this year was not very good. It was one
No, no,
sided.
I haven't seen it yet.
Well,
It usually is.
to be fair, I think the last couple ones they've sort of like topped out. I don't know how that it was kind of like how do we make it,
Yeah,
you know,
they,
like the one they did
they
in the 50th.
definitely.
Yeah. They maxed out like, okay,
Yeah,
what else can we do? Like, oh, we're gonna make the white guy say some racist jokes and the black guy say some weird sex stuff. But
and the white guy's
yeah,
gonna be like, "Oh no!" Like it's the same
yeah.
reactions every time.
I don't
But
like I had to stand up because I was laughing.
well,
It gets me every time.
I'm sure I'm sure I'll enjoy it at some point. But at some point, it's kind of like because they used to do it more often. They kind of like I think just do it at Christmas time because they used to do it at Christmas and the last episode, but they don't do it the
Mm.
last
Yeah,
episode anymore.
yeah,
There's only so many times you could dip into that well, I suppose.
yeah.
But
Well, hey, that's why they're comedy writers. That's their job to think of funny things. Funny
right.
man. I guess that'd be if I was ever again going back to earlier part of this episode, or like if we confronted a celebrity in like a hotel elevator, it'd be like, "Tell me a joke, funny man. Come on." Get like
Make me a balloon clown.
punch, gut punch by Pete Davidson.
I'm glad that we don't hear about Pete
Um,
Davidson much anymore.
I just saw him in a commercial the other day for was it like
The
Amazon Alexa or one of
the
Yeah,
those?
and
the
that's the
Rida
They need
amount
to
that
come up
I'd
with a
like
new
to
name.
see.
the Rida Comedy Festival.
Did he go to that?
Yeah, he went to that.
Oh, I didn't
So
know
many
that.
people, so many so many comedians went to a state sponsored Saudi Arabia comedy fest and just I don't care.
Uh,
Like, you're you're your own thing. Just say I did it for the money. don't say like, oh, they're actually more receptive. No, 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 no. Just say you did it for the money. I'd almost appreciate that answer more because it's like Bill Burr went there and like he's getting people are like, why is everybody getting mad at me? Just say you went there for the money. Just say you went there for the money. Don't make some grand saying like, oh, it's not a bad place. No, the reason why, like, okay, this is going to be Charles gets political.
Oh, and let's bring out the
Oh
Epstein files.
boy.
Well, the reason why, like, Saudi Arabia and like Dubai are trying to appeal to the West is because they know eventually their oil is going to run out, and so their alternative is to try to become like a travel destination. That's why Dubai built the world's tallest building and the world's largest chain of artificial islands. You know, it's the same thing. Like, look, we have big time comedy festival with all these.
Cause, cause
Yeah.
it's Christmas. Okay, are you gonna wrap this back into Christmas?
What was I get? What was that again? Krampus.
So okay, let
What's
me
your thoughts on Krampus?
let me that was our 50th episode. Uh it's been fun going back through our old episodes. Like, oh my God, I forgot we did an episode on that. Um as we're going along here, so I think maybe we should start wrapping it up here. As we wrap up for the holidays here, um let me ask you um first of all, what's one tradition that you always look forward to every year that you do now? I'll start.
Okay.
What something I've been doing. I'm unable to do it every single year just because of the way things fall. But I always like after Christmas is done and you're winding down for the night. I like having like a little glass of eggnog or something other drink and like putting on Charlie Brown Christmas special and like kind of like ending my night like that. It's
Nice.
relaxing, it's calming, it's fun. That's kind of what I like.
Yeah. No, I am not a fan of Charlie Brown Christmas special,
Get out.
but it comes around. On my heavily curated playlist on Spotify of Christmas songs that I like, me, the Gorehound. There is a Charlie Brown Christmas cover on there. It's a great tune. I don't get in like I don't have that affinity for the culture of Charlie Brown and Peanuts, but I appreciate it as foundational to Christmas. Um, yeah,
Mr.
in some
Mr.
aspect.
Mr. Fancy Pants here getting all like, I don't care for the Peanuts gang, but I can respect the artistic integrity.
But to bring it to my contribution, I so we have all the classics on DVD, the old Grinch, the old Snowman, everything that I could want and more on DVD, and I really appreciate being able to watch those whenever I want on demand in that physical media, not like through an app. And I really appreciate having that availability and just watching these movies that aren't an hour and a half long. They're short, they're very cute. And
Solid 30 and you're out.
right, and it's just like, man, this is really enjoyable to watch. It's not flashy. It shows like a lot of artistic creativity because now I'm seeing like these reindeer are needle felt dolls that people have made and played around with. And I'm like, I tried doing needle felting. Um, and it's fun. And this is really cool. And to bring those forward from one generation to the other is rewarding. And I'm happy to do that with these movies like The Heat Miser and
Okay.
Snow Guy.
That's I was gonna ask, like I was like, you're referring to like all the Rankin and Bass stuff that they did.
Yes, Burl
Which
Ives, Frosty,
I
Boris
remember
Karloff, Grinch. Like,
I remember like and again, I don't have cable now, but I remember like ABC Family or something like that would do like 30 day, 24
hmm
days of Christmas where they'd run all those specials like day and night.
yes.
I don't know if they
Like,
still run those anymore, but they still do the 25 Days of Christmas. And half the movies aren't even Christmas movies, like Toy Story 2.
see, back in my day, they ran the specials, even the pseudo Hallmark movies, which
I do enjoy watching those Hallmark movies.
yeah,
I want a way to find the best ones because I don't know all of them and I don't want to watch the shit ones. I want to
They're all the
watch,
same.
yeah,
yeah, but they all have something about them. Like I need to see like my Brandon Routh or my Danica. Uh,
George Sorbos,
I don't know who that one is, but like I'm not watching
Hercules,
this. I need to be
Kevin
watching this for
Sorbo.
something.
Kevin Sorbo.
Oh
He
God,
he's not on Hallmark movies. At least I don't think he is. Well, here, I got one for you, Gorehound, that you
yeah,
might enjoy. It's called Three Wise Men and a Baby. And
okay,
they've had two sequels.
okay, I love it. Three
Kiwi and I
wise men
like
and
that
a
one.
baby.
Three
Because
Wise Men and a Baby.
I realized the last one that I watched actively was with Jazzy Jen. Um, and it was the like Netflix one that we had talked about quite a few times, I feel like.
Christmas Prince?
Yeah. Yeah, and was there like another there was another one.
There are two more after that.
Right. I remember watching those and I really enjoyed them looking back on it. And yeah.
Um, I will say before I get into my modern Christmas traditions, Kevin Sorbo has starred in several Christmas movies, including The Santa Suit, a modern take on A Christmas Carol, where the character is magically transformed into a Santa lookalike and must experience homelessness to learn humility and kindness.
Fuck. That
Okay.
sounds so Kevin Sorbo.
The other ones I bet you are very faith based,
Yeah.
so take that for what you will.
So what's your tradition that you look forward to?
Uh, the tradition I look forward to is kind of goes back to the holidays in general. Like Thanksgiving is spent up in Chicago. That's kind of where we do all of our kind of holiday stuff there. And then Christmas Eve and Christmas Day is spent up in Marceline, boyhood home of Walt Disney. Um, Spent at my in-laws' house, and my mother-in-law like I'm not trying to going to go like the old guy from I think you should leave, but I
I
think
don't want to be here anymore.
yeah no the old guy, no room for mother-in-law in the car.
Yeah, the Office one.
Yeah, but I will say she does try to make Christmas, even Christmas very special. Both her kids are married now. We don't have kids yet, but she does try to make sure that she'll have. We'll go up there and she'll have gifts for us. I'm like, Kim, you don't need to give stuff, but she does. She wants to have that Christmas. Make sure everybody has a good Christmas, and I'll get some like kitschy things and stuff like that. But she asked me this year, like, what's something you really want for Christmas? I was like, I'd like some power tools to take care of some stuff in the backyard. And I got both me and Daniel, that's my brother-in-law. We got new leaf blowers and weed whackers. So it's very nice. And plus, we just kind of sometimes we'll just watch movies. Sometimes we'll play cards or something like that. And I think it just so. I think even though yes, we'll sometimes just do a random weekend. But there's something about doing it around the holidays where it just feels so warm and inviting. Um, Christmas Eve we usually spend with her brother. Um, Christmas Day is sometimes with my father-in-law's family, but um, again, it's just very nice, and kind of, especially like, especially because I can't always be up in Chicago. It's nice to kind of have that sort of, very familiar, kind of just like comforting Christmas feeling. Plus, the one aunt makes some really great deviled eggs. I love those fucking deviled eggs.
I had a
Shout
few
out to
last
you, Aunt
week.
Mary. So yeah.
All right.
So if so if anyone from the Corbin clan is listening, that's my endorsement. I am probably one of the few people who loved you loved your mother-in-law. Oh my God, he admitted it. You know what I'm talking about, Nick, right?
The Simpsons?
No, I think you should leave the one old guy who's like they're like in a car focus group.
I feel like you just watched this episode to know that that's specific. I
That's not
remember
the
it.
same. That's not the same guy who's like, I did the best one.
Yeah, no, it is.
I
It
think it's the
is.
Yeah.
same guy sharing
But is he
memes
playing the
on
same
YouTube
actor?
each day.
I think you I'm looking it up.
Of the
I'll
two
put
of
in the
us, I'm
chat.
doing this the best. Um,
You have no good ideas for Carr. Like he's only been in that one episode, but I think he got like a cameo in like one of the Ant-Man movies.
Yeah, he would be. Yeah.
Put in the put it in the chat for so y'all can watch it later.
All right, love it,
But
love
but yeah, that's my modern day Christmas traditions. I mean, it's nothing. That's a thing. Like I don't have I don't have little ones yet. Unlike you two. I mean, you guys have like some of the toughest jobs. You got to make sure Christmas is magical every year. But I appreciate just kind of like we do a very kind of very there's very little drama. Again, well, you could say this is a very accurate Christmas episode because somebody gets political at some point after having a
it.
few too many libations. But yeah, it's usually pretty. It's just nice. It's just nice is what it boils down to.
Alrighty. Before I let you all go, we wrap this thing up. Final question for the group. What was your favorite Christmas gift as a kid growing up? If you even remember. Because I'll be honest, I don't.
Um, I have a
Oh,
Valentine's gift that I could share for a separate topic. That's worthwhile, but I would probably say an N64 is. I mean, I still remember it.
I to be honest, I can't think of a favorite, but I do. But one that does stick out to me is my mom got me a PS4, and that was pretty fucking awesome. And I think it's also the same year. I think it may be also the same year because I was into Doctor Who where I got this. Although I think that it's broken, but
Well, so is Doctor Who.
I guess so. But yeah, yeah the thing's all junk, but it was a thought that counts. And yeah, that was probably one of my one that I can actually remember and really enjoying. Yeah.
Nick, let's
Um,
hear it.
I don't remember like something specific. I do remember as a kid, I guess this sticks out. Um, uh, I had to be 4 years old because I was in the old house that I used to live in before the main house I moved to when I was a kid. Uh, I woke up at Christmas. I got the Ghostbuster Firehouse. I think I got the Ecto one, a couple of He-Man action figures, um,
Yeah.
and sure a few other things as well. But I remember getting a lot of cool things that year.
So no
That
mask.
that's very possible. But you know what? Mask is back, baby.
We'll just wait for the reboot starring Timothy Chalamet.
Shamalama ding a dong.
Kimberly Chalamet as Matt Tracker.
Actually, legit,
Mask.
we show. My first thought when you brought went out because I was thinking of that, I was like, Glenn Powell's like one of my current favorite actors. I'm like, yeah, he'd be good in a mask movie.
Give him a
Heck,
give him a franchise.
Yeah, come on, everybody needs something.
I have not watched the trailer yet. I'm pretty psyched. I also haven't seen any of the Doomsday leaks. Uh, but
Have
you
not
guys
either.
know what I'm gonna be doing after this.
Going to sleep.
Watching
Internet
the
porn.
leaks and watching the Running Man
Uh,
trailer.
that movie like came out like several months ago.
No, it didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it did,
it came out in like October.
and it
Okay,
flopped.
can you guys not
It
shame me?
it came and went. It's because of you. If you watch that trailer, things could have been different, Gorehound.
I'm getting slower. I'm getting slower. Hey, did you guys see it?
No, nobody did.
No,
Oh,
it takes it doesn't take a lot, but there's got to be a certain criteria for me to go to the movie theaters. Otherwise, I'm just like, yeah, I'll just catch it at home.
I
You know what
look
I mean?
for a free few hours and a cheap ticket. That's all I need to go to the movies.
Alrighty. Well, Gorehound, cuz, thank you for joining us on this holiday edition of the all new Culture Cast. I hope you guys have a nice Christmas and
Merry
good time
Christmas
with
to
your.
you.
And God bless us,
Yeah.
everyone, motherfucker. I don't know what I'm saying.
Mary, every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
Hot take. I lost my
That
train
guy
of
is an
thought.
ass.
Oh, it's a
We
wonderful
watched.
life.
Jimmy
If it's
Stewart.
it's a wonderful life is not a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I watched it and I did not. I was angry with him. I don't think he had a true switch of he did not atone.
He
So.
found out everybody's lives sucked without him
But
in it.
he's just gonna be in the situation in a few months.
He's learned
He didn't
nothing.
actually heal, but
Well, that's a topic
They
for another time. So,
yeah.
it was the 40s. They didn't know about trauma and stuff like that. That was all liberal shit from the 70s and stuff. Oh,
alrighty. Well,
try to
on
be
that note,
political.
yeah, let's be less political. So thank you all for listening. I hope you all are having a good holiday. And this is the All New Culture Cast, and we'll see you next year. Adios.
Peace.
You've been listening to the All New Culture Cast. Drop us a line at nick.culturecast@gmail.com. We can't promise we'll read it. Theme music by Dana Vodovaz. Check out their work on YouTube at Vodovaz Music Productions. This has been a Saltwater production. Thanks for listening.
The only background I need is Brandon Routh, Taylor, and Freddy Krueger and Malort. That's where we're at. Eyes in the camera.
I'm really jealous of your
Good,
lights.
Mike.
I really am. Saddened that I don't have no lights.
It's the
Just
power of movie magic. It's like they're really there.
some fucking bullshit. That's what it is.